Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're looking at 20 of the all-time best Ab Fab moments.
So what does a fashion director do?
Oh, darling. She gets a 50% discount at Harvey Nicks.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 20. Finding Serge.
Son is gay and living in New York and you knew! My son is gay and living in New York, darling!
After wishing for years for a trendy gay child, Eddie's dreams finally come true when she learns that her wayward son Serge plays for the other team. She and Patsy jet off to New York to find him, only to be horrified by what they encounter. It turns out that, all this time, her elusive son has turned into a male version of Saffy, Eddie's least favourite child. He's just as upright, boring, and poorly dressed as his half-sister.
I wanted you to be gay, darling. Why else do you think I blasted my belly with Donna Summer for 9 months? I tried to mould you in the womb.
After all that, she ultimately disowns Serge, whose full name she doesn't even remember, in favour of adopting his more interesting boyfriend. Serge is probably better off without her.
Why did you burn all my books?
We were cold. Come on, Eddie, I'm going. This is important to me.
Number 19. Saffy's birthday.
What are you doing up so late, darling?
You know.
Yeah.
After another New York adventure, Eddie returns home to Saffy and a brand new kitchen. This comes after Saffy complained about their kitchen being ruined at the beginning of the episode, and it turns out that only when Eddie isn't there to get in the way is Saffy able to manage the refurbishment.
It's okay, I don't care.
Sweetie. You and I have quite a cool relationship now, don't we, darling?
It was my birthday today, Mum.
But not only does Eddie not realise the kitchen is fixed, she's also completely forgotten that it was Saffy's birthday.
Come back here! Did you think we just say something like that? Hit and run! Come here, darling! Now listen. I gave you that birthday, darling.
They argue, and Eddie is, as usual, desperately selfish, turning her mistake against Saffy and berating her while the credits roll. Luckily, she's just been shopping, which soon distracts her and Patsy.
I mean, you wouldn't have that birthday if I hadn't been generous enough to uncross my legs and give you to the world, darling.
Number 18. Romanian babies.
Mum, this is a really sick idea.
Yeah. Well, baby, that would give me something to do, wouldn't it, sweetie?
They wouldn't let you.
Sick to death of Saffy, who's now trying to prevent Eddie from showing up to her school open day, Eddie orders Bubble to find her a selection of Romanian babies to adopt to replace her.
I'll be able to send them back, won't I? I'll just be able to send them back, sweetie, won't I?
Sell them on. Mark them up, sell them on.
Yeah.
It doesn't go completely smoothly, since Bubble vanishes to the US while the Romanian infants are en route, but eventually her panel of potential children arrives, right in the middle of Saffy's open day.
Genetic information. Sequence of nucleotides and segment of DNA.
She's already changed her mind by the time this happens, and Saffy's back down about letting her come to college, but it's too late. Or is it? Eddie wakes up safe and sound in her isolation tank and realises that the entire Romanian baby saga was just a dream.
Right, that's it. Get out! Just get out of them! I didn't want them. I cancelled them.
Number 17. Fire.
Come on, ladies, we have to evacuate the building. We must leave now.
Well, that's very easy for you to say. You've got a bloody uniform.
We already mentioned that the kitchen needed to be remodelled, but the reason why happened in the final episode of the previous series, when Patsy burned it down. Eddie and Saffy are awoken by the fire alarm going off, with Eddie desperate to find something to wear before the firefighters arrive.
Patsy!
It turns out that not only was Patsy the one who started the fire, falling asleep with a lit cigarette, but that she was in there and miraculously survived. She didn't even wake up when half a dozen firemen turned up to put it out. No wonder Saffy was so peeved and started begging Eddie to chuck her out.
She inhaled our kitchen.
I just nodded off.
Number 16. Can opener.
Instructions.
Saffy has now moved out, which leaves Edina helpless and unable to perform even basic tasks, like opening a tin of custard. She manages to successfully locate and identify the can opener, but can't figure out how to get it to attach to the can and take the lid off.
Let's turn now to the mechanism of protein synthesis, a process called translation.
So she does what any reasonable person would. She calls a cab and takes her can and kitchen utensil all the way to university, hands it to Saffy mid-lecture, and has her take the lid off for her.
The nucleic acids is translated into the different replicate.
Once she retreats to Holland Park, she's left eating cold custard out of the jar with a spoon, all without a word, at least until she rings Saffy on her mobile. Number 15. Saffy's wedding.
There must be no alcohol in the church.
It's just husbands.
The big day has arrived. Saffy's having a lavish wedding to her fiancé Paolo, whose parents are richer than sin. But of course, Saffy isn't allowed to be happy. Various forces conspire to ruin the big day, but it's primarily down to Edina. Midway through the ceremony, the Lord God himself appears, or rather, herself, because God is played here by guest star Marianne Faithfull, smoking a cigarette. Eddie objects to the wedding, but for once, her attention-seeking is in Saffy's best interest.
You look really lovely.
Paolo's a piece of work, who immediately moves on with the Gucci model Eddie drafted in to replace Saffy's dowdy bridesmaid. Number 14. Bubble explains time.
Seems like only last year.
Well, it is every year, you know, dear.
It's New Year's Eve.
Oh?
Bubble has a flimsy grasp on most aspects of life, and that apparently includes the passage of time. While bringing in the new year at Eddie's flat, she grills them about how and when the year advances. After having it explained by Saffy, she then begins to wax lyrical about the strangeness of time, baffling everyone else in the room.
This New Year thing, am I correct in thinking it's when the year goes up one?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Two?
No, only one, dear.
As usual, it's Jane Horrocks' perpetually unpredictable performance as Bubble that makes this so memorable. Though she does later in the episode get mixed up between a hamster and a hamper. But would you rather listen to Bubble or Cherish over the phone?
12 months go by. Hello, hello, hello. Of their own accord. And behold, another year begins. It knows what it is. And somehow, as if by magic, everyone in the whole world does as well.
Number 13. Funeral. After an entire episode of Eddie refusing to care that her father's just died, she eventually decides that she is going to attend his funeral, despite being under strict instructions from Saffy to stay far away.
You're not going to the church, are you?
Unless I'm asked nicely, darling.
Don't come. Or to the cemetery.
The rest of the family stands somberly by the graveside while the coffin is buried, until getting interrupted by Eddie and Patsy, drunker even than they usually are, showing up in a taxi. Boozing gets the better of them, with Patsy taking a tumble into an open grave. Just when you thought it couldn't get any sillier, Eddie does the same thing, collapsing onto her own deceased father. Whoops.
She's very upset, you know.
Number 12. Powder.
Pats. Darling, wipe it. Oh, no, look, let's stop.
It's not just alcohol Eddie and Patsy indulge in. During their sojourn to France, Patsy wants to get her hands on a certain white powder, because it's the only thing that'll make time in an isolated French cottage bearable. During a game of doubles ping pong, she slips away to indulge.
Whose bag is this?
That's my case. It's my sponge bag.
The payoff for this setup is later though. After they decide to rush back to England, Patsy's luggage is searched by airport security and they find her suspicious powder, detaining everybody and sending it away for tests.
Come back here! I paid a huge amount of money for that stuff! Don't tell me it was talcum powder!
In the end, the revelation is that all along, the powder was a harmless household product. Patsy got ripped off, but that's not even the worst part.
But it's not the money, Eddie. What is it? It's the horrible realization that I must have actually enjoyed playing ping pong.
Number 11. Betina and Max.
Neat. She was so anally retentive she couldn't sit down for fear of sucking up the furniture.
Miranda Richardson guest starred this time as Betina, one half of a couple Eddie knew years ago who were devout minimalists. After a lot of fuss over tidying the house, Betina and Max arrive, and Eddie realises with horror that they aren't minimalists at all anymore. They stumble in with oodles of supplies and a newborn baby, ruining Eddie's image of them.
Hi! 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 Hi!
Worse, they completely take over the house, to the extent that Eddie decides she'd rather go to work and do her actual job. In the end, she gets rid of them by seducing Max, with Betina listening to their tryst on the baby monitor. All's well that ends well.
Someone comes up there. What if someone comes?
I don't care. Which catches?
So late, actually.
Number 10. Awards show. Eddie and Patsy are at a PR industry event because Eddie's up to win a coveted award thanks to her bribing the judges. Unfortunately for her, the judges are just as dishonest as she is, and the award goes to rival PR guru Claudia Bing.
The PR's award.
Yes.
Claudia Pink.
The show itself offers plenty of great moments, from Naomi Campbell's starring role as herself to Patsy's crass announcement that she's going to the toilet.
Where are you going? Where are you going? I need a wires.
Ab Fab was always known for its high-caliber guest stars, and this episode provided a massive opportunity to show that off.
Naomi, can I sit here because it's closer for me?
No, I'm presenting it.
You're presenting.
And we would also get a look at just how inept Eddie is as a PR manager, unable to satisfy any clients or would-be clients. Number 9. Patsy's Job. It wasn't actually clear what Patsy's job was until the end of the first series, but while she's briefly staying with the Monsoons, she reveals that she's the director of fashion at a major magazine.
I'm going into my office.
Your
Office.
The magazine, darling, is that still there?
Saffy has lots of questions about what exactly a director of fashion does, especially considering Patsy almost never goes to her office or does any work. Her explanations brought us many of the show's most enduring one-liners.
I decide what goes in the magazine. You know, one snap of my fingers and I can raise hemlines so high that the world is your gynecologist.
Later, we do get to see Patsy's office, once she works out where it is, and her colleagues, including another iconic guest star spot from Kathy Burke as the magazine's ruthless editor-in-chief, Magda.
Don't do anything on anyone called Freud. I don't like them. Bunch of no talents with an ancestor.
Number 8. 25 years later. Back in the final episode of the original 3-series run, not including the 1996 specials, we got a flash forward showing what the characters are up to. They're still living in the house in Holland Park, with Saffy and now Saffy's 2 children, who are just as anguished by Eddie and Patsy as Saffy herself.
Oh no. Oh no.
Saff, darling.
Oh dear.
They come stumbling down the stairs looking even older than the 25 years would suggest, and Patsy's able to move her face even less than she could before. This is even funnier today, considering in 2016 we got an entire movie showing what Eddie and Patsy were really like 25 years post Ab Fab. Number 7. Jackie Stone. We find out in this episode that Patsy actually has a sister. Not only that, but she's about to arrive at the house for New Year's Eve thanks to Bubble inviting her.
A sister, now that I would like to see. Well, you can. She's coming over in a minute.
In a minute? How do you know this?
Nobody is excited about this prospect, but eventually Jackie arrives, played by none other than Kate O'Mara.
Pat.
Jax.
I didn't recognize you. You've put on weight.
She makes digs that Patsy has gained weight while simultaneously shocking her by actually eating food in front of other people.
This is my daughter Saffy.
Oh, never mind. Too late to flush her now.
I know.
Eventually, we discover that this smooth operator is anything but. She has no friends or loved ones and ends up robbing Eddie's jewellery with Patsy's help to fund her animal shelter for abandoned cats.
A little refuge for stray cats and dogs.
Yeah, sure, like what? For cats on crack, you know?
No, it's for cats and dogs.
Number 6. Caught. Saffy concocts a plan to trick Eddie into thinking they're going to be poor in an effort to rein in her wild spending. It doesn't exactly go to plan, however. When she sends Eddie and Patsy to the supermarket to pick up ordinary groceries, they steal an entire case of champagne and then get arrested for drunk driving, among various other offences.
What? What?
Step out of the car, please, madam.
Hey, what the hell?
This lands them in court to answer for the charges. The judge doesn't care a bit that Patsy announces she's an alcoholic, nor does he have sympathy for the high price of champagne.
My name is Patsy Stone. I'm an alcoholic. And what she did was an act of humanitarian mercy.
That is hardly a reason to steal a crate of champagne.
Have you any idea how much champagne costs these days?
It ends with a long treatise against stupid people, and the two of them get community service, fitting insulation in an old people's home.
But we're not all stupid. We don't all need nursemaiding. I mean, why not just have a stupidity tax? Just tax the stupid people. Die! Yes!
Number 5. Makeover. After Patsy's grand return to her fashion magazine, Magda says it's all hands on deck to throw together a makeover on television.
And we're lucky enough this week to be joined by top fashion editor spot person from Ella magazine, Patsy Stone. Patsy, hello.
Yeah, cheers, thanks a lot.
Patsy, as director of fashion, is in charge, but the original models quit. She needs to very quickly find 2 people with terrible dress sense to make over, and of course sets her sights on Saffy and Eddie's mother.
Style?
Please? Please. Yeah, will you wear the dress?
Okay.
It takes Patsy a while to convince Saffy to go along with it, feeding her a sob story about Patsy's childhood that turns out to be completely true. And who better to present this television makeover segment than Dawn French, Jennifer Saunders' comedy other half.
Bring in our makeover spotters. See what they look like now. There's a lovely outfit there, sort of mixture between a colander and a chainmail outfit, isn't it?
Number 4. Penny Caspar-Morse.
You're very thin, aren't you, Bubble?
Yes, she's emaciated, like a brain.
It's a running joke in Ab Fab that Eddie thinks she needs to lose weight. And these efforts get a lot more extreme when Bubble announces cruel model Penny Caspar-Morse is going to be paying them a visit.
Penny Casper was called the Stick. What hope did she have?
What did they call her?
Eddie was called the Shredder because she used to eat huge amounts of tissues.
Eddie's horrified by the lack of warning and wants to do everything possible to impress Penny. But the tables turn when she arrives, and Patsy discovers Penny's now blind. This is great news for Eddie because it means she can pretend to be thinner than she is.
Great news.
She's fat.
No. Better than that.
She's dead.
No. She's blind.
Yes!
Coming so early in the show, this moment more than most showcased just how irredeemable Eddie and Patsy are. But that's just part of the fun. Number 3. Saffy's Play. By the 4th series in 2001, Saffy was in her late 20s and trying to embark on a career as a playwright.
Shit.
She writes and stages the play Self-Raising Flower, which, despite them generally being totally uninterested in Saffy's life, Eddie and Patsy attend.
Oh, you little bitch troll from hell. You miserable piece of filth.
The play is all about Saffy and her tragic life, but the audience in the theatre, much like the audiences at home, go wild for Eddie and Patsy's characters. Even Patsy herself gets into it by the end, loving the fact a man in drag has been cast to play her. While Saffy is heartbroken, the viewers think this greatest hits compilation of her life is hilarious.
I said, chuck it down the pan and bring me a
knitting needle.
A knitting needle.
Number 2. Scandal. In the Series 2 opener, Patsy's being hounded by the media on her way to visit the monsoons.
Guys, just give me a break, darlings. Just give me a break, sweetie. I have a life to lead. This way, Patsy.
You might immediately assume this is because she's a famous fashion director of a prestigious magazine, but no, it's because she's been involved in a bawdy sex scandal with an MP.
MP in drug craze, sex romp shock with fash mag slag.
She loves the attention, but not all of the attention. As it turns out, the tabloids have been reporting her age as 47, not the 39 she continually claims to be.
Patsy said, 47. I'll sue! Sweetie.
How old is she?
I'm 39.
She resolves to put things right by appearing in Hello, though a disastrous cosmetic treatment and an even worse claim about her age ruined the whole thing. Number 1. Destroying the Chalet. On a sojourn to Val d'Isère to get away from Saffy and her fiancé Paolo, Eddie and Patsy find themselves desperately bored. With no dull daughter, stuffy mother, or annoyed celebrities to bother, they very quickly turn against each other.
Well, if it's just us, you know. What do you mean, Eddie? It's always us. It's always been just us. Come on, sweetie. It's great. Yeah, it's always been just us, darling.
Raging drunk, Eddie begins to lament that it's always her and Patsy stuck together at the end of the day. Patsy's so angry a physical fight begins. They throw everything that isn't nailed down at each other, and then some, well and truly destroying the French chalet. And then they start having fun, and continue to smash the place up on purpose, for kicks.
Eddie, this is fun. This is fantastic.
Let us know in the comments what your favourite moments in the later series of Ab Fab are.
Fabulous, aren't they? Pat's gave them to me for Christmas.
I gave them to you for Christmas.
Well, I didn't say they were from me.